A new book written by those opposed to vaccines is aiming to, quote, shatter the official COVID-19 narrative. The book claims the vaccine could cause cancer and genomic instability, suggesting that deaths increased as a result of the booster vaccine rollout, not the pandemic. Published by the Voices for Freedom group, who stormed Parliament in 2022, well, were part of those storming Parliament in 2022, the book promises a treasure trove of incriminating information about the government's COVID-19 response. So, what do health officials have to say about it? Professor Michael Baker, Otago University epidemiologist, joining us this morning. Professor, good morning.
Hello, Ryan.
Long time no see, which I must say has been a good thing.
Yes.
Hey, what's wrong with them putting out a book like this?
Well, I think everyone in New Zealand, of course, is entitled to self-publish a book on anything, and there are thousands published every year, so that's fine. And everyone who decides to spend $47 to buy this book is, of course, entitled to that and to assess the information in there.
Is there anything wrong in it? Have you had a look?
No, I have not seen it, so I'm limited in what I can say about it. I didn't even know it existed till yesterday when a Herald reporter sent me a link to the book, and I could see it's a rather large book. It's calling itself a report, and it appears to be aimed at informing discussion to contribute to the Royal Commission of Inquiry into the COVID response, and that's the Phase 2 inquiry, which is reporting next February.
They sent me a copy of this. I've had a look at it. One of the things that they obviously have their beliefs about what's gone on, what's gone wrong, and then scientists have their beliefs about what's gone on, what's gone wrong. Can you just tell us what is the difference between a scientist coming out and saying, you coming out and saying something or publishing your own book, and these guys publishing their own book? I mean, can I not just read whichever one makes most sense to me?
Yeah, of course, everyone's entitled to get information from whatever source they like. But I would say when I devote my limited reading time, I start with what is called the peer-reviewed science literature. So generally, if you're a scientist in New Zealand, and there are some scientists who've contributed to this, the advice would be that, the normal practice is you submit your views to a peer-reviewed journal, and then it is assessed by other scientists, and then it's put out in the public arena if it reaches certain standards of quality. And then scientists all around the world can then have access to it and critique it. And that's how science moves on. And it's endlessly challenging itself and overwriting itself as new science comes along. Now, scientists wouldn't submit their views or self-publish them in this way if they wanted to have an impact on science knowledge, because that's not how it works. But of course, the other process, and I think this report is very orientated to that, is the Royal Commission of Inquiry. And they are hearing from groups like Voices for Freedom and others, and scientists at the moment. I've made a submission to them. I've appeared there. And they are, again, a good process for weighing up all the evidence and many competing claims, because there is no one right answer to any of these questions. It has to be a nuanced answer. So I hope these groups, and I believe some of them have, submitted to that inquiry, and that has three very capable commissioners who are, again, sifting through the evidence, and they're going to come up with a way forward for all of New Zealand, which they will report on in February next year.
All right. Michael, appreciate your time this morning. Take care. Professor Michael Baker, Otago University epidemiologist.